Hello there. I just wanted to make a quick video about this skip here. Slums Skip, Rooftop Skip, Seamus Skip, whatever people call it. Because me and a few people on the Discord server have grinded this for a while now. Trying to find a more consistent way to get in and out. And I wanted to show off our results, because especially getting out again can be pretty difficult, and we found a pretty consistent strat for it, and I want to show it off and see what you think. So, just very briefly about getting inside. This is much easier than getting out, at least right now. Basically, you can just align yourself, like center yourself here with the cursor in the middle of this piece of the door, and make sure you have enough distance to the stair, and basically you can just run forward and you'll be inside. There's really not much to it. Getting out is a little more difficult. This is like the strat that we found. I'm just going to show it off real quick to talk a little bit more about getting inside. So, just a few things. I've seen people do it like this, like they come running from here, they go upside and align themselves here, and then they run. Like, you can even do it without the jump, as you just saw. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Excuse me. But the important part is it's pretty easy. After a few tries you should get it, and if you do it a couple of times you should get it consistent. Now, about getting outside again. This is the more difficult part, as I said, because it just seems to be a little more finicky. We were thinking that it depends on like positioning, angle of the camera and stuff like that, but it turns out that many of these things are not important at all. Okay, so let me show you one more time how it looks like before I get into explaining it. You basically run over here, walk against this wooden plank here, and you're out. It doesn't require any like difficult inputs, I would say. And that's what makes it really good, because it seems to be 100% consistent, and the setup is really not that difficult. So, let me show you what happens. You're coming out from the secret lab, and you want to go to about this spot right here. Face over to this wooden plank, and make sure that you can spot these 4 dots. Focus on the right 2, like this right pair here, and the area between these dots and the right edge of the plank is the important area. Although, try to be in the left half of it. Like, you want to be between the dots and here, I would say. If you're too far to the right, it's not gonna work, because the cat is not gonna start running, or it's just not gonna start out. It's not gonna work out. So try to be somewhere between here and here, and it will usually work out 100% consistent. If not, let me know. I can try to help you. This is running on patch 1.3, by the way, so it's the most updated patch, and it still works. So to get the right angle, you want to get right here, right next to the chair. Find the dots, line up your head with that area I described earlier. A small interruption, because I forgot to mention this in the video when recording it. When you walk up against the plank from this angle, you can just walk forward and your movement will stop when hitting the wall. Like, it will not move you to the left. If your angle is too shallow, you will move to the left, but that's why the positioning next to the chair is important. And this makes this trick really cool and really consistent, especially if you're a keyboard runner, because all you do now is basically go straight to the top left and sprint at the same time. So on the keyboard, basically all you have to do is hold WA and Shift at the same time, and you're out. So this makes it really, really good and viable for keyboard runners. For gamepad users, it's a little bit more finicky, because after running against this part, walking against this part, you need to angle the joystick at a 45-degree angle, and if you don't do it right, it will look like this. I personally found out that for the joystick, you wanna rather go further to the left than to the top, like left than up, because it will make it a little bit more consistent. So it will look like this with the joystick. Basically works the exact same, but you have to push the joystick in the right direction instead of just pushing 3 keys without, a 4-year-old can do this. So this is what makes it really good. So one more time, you go just straight over here next to the chair. Try to put your head in the area I described earlier, and you're outside. You saw that sometimes the cat jumps late, which happens, I don't know why, but it should still work. Like you saw, basically in this video, I've gotten it every single time. And I would say of all of the attempts I've done, like also finding out the positioning here and the angle and whatever, I think I would say 9 out of 10 times it worked. So it's really consistent, and if you're coming from the right angle and you head against the right spot, then basically nothing can go wrong. So there you have it. I think this is a pretty good next step. We'll see what happens next. Maybe someone finds an even better strat, but for now I think this is the best you can do. So I hope this helps a little bit for your future runs. And I want to give a huge shout out to Drigon and Nixis, because those are the 2 people that we've basically spent 2 or 3 hours on Discord just grinding this and finding a consistent strat to get out. And yeah, it was fun, and it's nice to have found like a kind of consistent way to do it. So yeah, thanks for watching and take care.